By the way, before this video starts, he gave consent, so it's fine, alright? It's fine. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, or I'm gonna come to your house, I'm gonna steal all your oil, all your vegetable oil. You can't make any brownies, can't make any food. It's gonna be my oil. I own all the oil if you don't like and subscribe. Hello everybody, this is gonna be like a little short video, probably like 5 minutes if that. I just thought I'd share some childhood stories with y'all because, you know, I've been in a funk as of lately. I don't know why. You know, depression. It's a killer thing, let me tell you. I just want to talk, you know. I don't think I do enough of that. My whole fucking channel pops up. It's just me talking, basically. We all know my little cuz it's cringe. Hold on, my internet's being ass at the moment. Hold on. What the heck? I'm sorry. What the heck? What the heck? Go support him. He's almost at 11k as of recording this. He's probably at 11k by the time I already post this. But what is this? What is this, little cuz? That's very interesting. Anyways, I'm just here to tell you some stories. Me and my little cousin, it's cringe. I don't know if he wants me to say his real name, so I'm just gonna say it like this, I guess. When we were younger, we would go to our grandma's house, or we went to our grandma's house, and we would hang out. And you know those little brothers that would do anything the big brother does? That's what it's cringe would do. Anything I did, he would do. And you know, I basked in all the glory as the older cousin by a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks. I basked in all the glory and all the glaze. He glazed me so much, let me tell you. But we're not here to talk about that. That's a different story for another day. One day, our grandmother had like these rocks in the like it was like a patio, and she just had these rocks, and we were like yo, bet, you know, let's play with these rocks, because we had nothing else to do. We didn't have iPads. We're not iPad kids. Yeah, we're not degenerates. They had like this sewer system, or that was like poking out of the ground. I don't know what it's really called, but it's like the water system. So basically it's like for your toilet, your sink, and all that type of stuff. Well, somehow we're able to take the cap off. Well, when we take the cap off, there's nothing going on. We see water, but it's like, it's pretty shallow, it's pretty deep. Like, you would have to reach all the way in to even touch the water, at least for our tiny baby hands. Well, we decide it would be fun if we just fill the water up, you know? And so we got the rocks and we just dropped them one by one until it was basically filled to the brim with rocks. And I don't know why, I don't know how, but his dad comes out and he's like, he sees what we're doing and immediately gets pissed, as any parent should do. And I remember him just on his hands and knees just picking up all the rocks that we had dropped. I don't even think he got it all, I'm gonna be honest, because that was deep, even for his hands. I don't even know how his hand fit in that, because it was pretty like it's pretty skinny, I'm not gonna lie. It is one of those memories that you can never forget, just because of how absurd it was, just for how stupid it was. Like, another stupid story that I don't think he remembers, but I definitely remember, is because he did anything I did, we were playing Play-Doh. And I don't know why, but I was like, you know, I'm gonna just stick some of this Play-Doh in my nose. So I rolled it into a ball, and It's Cringe said, "Oh, what are you doing?" I was like, "Watch." And I stick it up my nose, and then I blow it out. I'm like, "It's boogers," because the Play-Doh was green or whatever. And so I was like, "It's boogers." Well, It's Cringe decides to do the same thing I did. But something happened when he did it. I don't know if he made his Play-Doh too big, or he just stuck it way too far up. But I'm so sorry. If you're watching this, bro, I'm so sorry. I just have no video ideas, and it's like 10 o'clock. You said I could do this. All right. It was in the beginning of the video. You said I could do this. Well, it gets stuck, the Play-Doh, and he starts freaking out, as any kid would. Because, to be honest, like, you do something stupid, you think you're gonna die. At least I did. I swallowed soap, and I was like, I remember I asked my dad, am I gonna turn into a zombie? Because I don't know why, that's just the first thought that came into my mind. I was like, oh no, I'm gonna be a zombie. I think that's when The Walking Dead was just coming out. Anyways, he starts crying and he goes to his dad, and I remember them looking in his nose trying to get this Play-Doh out, and I'm off in the side just looking and I am like just sweating because I also have Play-Doh in my nose at that moment. And I was just like, I'm not gonna say anything because I don't want to get my ass whooped. Even though I don't think they were gonna whip me, but like for whatever reason, I thought that if I said, oh, I also have Play-Doh in my nose, and I'm the one that suggested the idea, I was gonna get my ass. I don't know why. That was just like the first thing I thought, and I was just like, I'm not gonna say anything. And I think eventually I was able to blow it out, but like I vividly remember that night. You wanna also know something crazy about It's Cringe? I remember one time, it was our last meeting in person. We were young, it was Halloween. I walked past him. He says not a word to me because he was with his little friends and probably his little girlfriend. I remember there being a girl, and he was with his little friends, and he just ignored me. I guess the big cousin status doesn't matter anymore. I guess he glazed me too much when we were younger. I guess he didn't want to glaze me in front of his friends. You know, it's fine. I understand. It's whatever. Anyways, I just thought I'd make this short little video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, as it really helps out the channel. With that being said, bye!